Hello. Hopefully you can hear us.
And welcome back to Here We Tow.
Although we're not towing, we're sitting on the sofa. But I think we're all sitting on the sofa. We're a bit cockeyed. Hello. I see lots of people are dropping in and lots of comments. So we'll let people filter in. If you could just confirm that you can hear us, that'd be great.
How's the sound tonight? I've tried with my little fuzzy mic again. Let's see if that works any better than normal.
Absolutely. So,
Sounds good. Cheers, Ian.
Thanks, Ian. So, Ian is our blue spanner. Thank you, Ian, for helping out. Hopefully we won't get any trolls, but you never know because
There's a lot of people at home.
There's a lot of people at home. We've got nothing better to do than just troll us. But in the current state, I think that would be a little bit sad. But plenty of people in. I'll let Jules. Do you want to go through, folk? Because you've been answering some comments.
Yeah, I'll go from the top. There was hello to Shane and Shirley, Fizzy59, Canning's Family Adventures, the Beckwiths, David, Caravan Pastimes, Hitch Up and Tow, Rob Forrest, VW Adventures, Caravan Gossip, Anne Brooks, Bob McKay, Howard Palin, Cars and Caravan, I think I've said Hitch Up and Tow, and we're getting about there, TT Exler, Mum on a Mission, hi Bex, Andy Wild, and Park Nest. Hi David, nice to see you, thanks for dropping by. Crafty Caravanners, been seeing a lot from you on Twitter this week, that's cool. Lloyd and probably, Yvonne here. I'll go get Lloyd out of his man cave. DP Windows.
Good luck with that.
Thanks guys, good evening to you as well. Diane Ratton and Caravanning with our Westies. Martin Johnson. Booze, how you? As you can see, fitting well. Sat in front of the screen here. Like, I don't know if any of you joined in the other night. We did a bit of a Twitter live midday just to
Yesterday.
see. It was in the past now. It was just to raise morale up a little bit and to get it all sorted. And what I said there was, I thought I'd better show myself because I haven't been on the camera for a while. So I've gone back to my summer cut and my cleanness.
Well, now we've got no work. We decided we better economise and tighten our belts. So Jules has gone back to his clippers and shaved his head instead of going to get his hair cut. So he looks like a giant mole now. But back to nature. That's the way it is. So.
Oh, cool. Gail's on.
Brilliant.
Probably one and only comment that she'll be able to put on. But
and Nick Alfred's dropped in. There's loads of people. So.
Wow. Thanks all for joining us.
Everyone. Obviously, we probably didn't all expect to be sat on a Friday night.
Tony Marsh, you've been quiet. Nice to see you.
In our lounge. But I think for most of us, we've decided it's best to stay at home as per the advice. So that's what we're doing. So we are at home. Obviously, we should have been away this week. We should have been in Dorset right now. But we're not. We're sat in our lounge.
Trev from Posh Cats. Ian's calling me Mole Man. Oh, yeah. I've been called
You've been called worse.
Yeah, I've been called a lot worse, to be fair.
Mole Man's quite a compliment.
Oh, Carla's on.
Carla, hi Carla. So, yeah, loads of people. Great mug. See, Rob's calling you a mug. Never mind.
You know me so well.
He's a proper mug.
See, I said this the other day as well on Twitter. The reason why I've taken my hair off was because I was starting apparently to look like Rob Forrest as well.
Yeah, so it's true.
It's comments in there if you think that I looked like Rob Forrest looked like me, should I say? Yeah.
It is true though. I've noticed this, and I said to you, you both look really similar, which is quite entertaining. So anyway, we digress. So thanks everyone that's joined us tonight.
We're just here for a chat, aren't we?
We are just here for a chat.
You're all here chatting, so that's good to see.
Yeah, I think it's good that we stick together. We can't go too far right now, but we need to stick together. So
Itchy Feet, Venomator, Rog, hello, good evening to you.
Loads of people. So, well, if we just have a catch up then, because I think last time we did a live, we were just getting ready to go to the NEC for the show, and we saw quite a lot of you there, which was brilliant. We had a really good meetup at the NEC. It ended up being a bit of a farce in a way, because when we did our meetup in October, it was so popular that the organisers did contact us and asked if we could arrange it through them because it was carnage in the halls. So we arranged it. This time we got a place, we got the camping zone, so we put that out. We all went to the camping zone and the camping zone was no more than just a corridor like it was in October. So I've gone back to them and said that didn't work whatsoever. So that was a shame. But it was really good to meet up with loads of people, and plenty of people that we'd not met before. So it was nice to meet up with Rog, the Venomator. He made it. And then there was Jeff, who we met for the first time. There was their Twitter handles, Miz. There was loads of people that we'd not met before. So that was really good. And there were a lot more new vloggers that turned up as well. So we had a really good laugh, didn't we? And we were there for the whole week. The show was really good. They had really good numbers, which is encouraging. They were only slightly down on last year, which, you know, again, where we're at the moment, that's really positive. So it was a good show. And I think the weather, did we have, the weather was all right, wasn't it, for the February show? Yeah, the weather was okay.
I was having to carry all the gear, and it was fresh, it was cool, but it was nice.
Yeah, we did have a good show. And then we moved on, and we came home, didn't we? Yeah, we came back from Summerswood, and we got that Subaru. I don't know if any of you have watched the hybrid Subaru. That was really interesting, because I just thought, this is just a gimmick, and all I wanted to do was tow that little Adria Action on the back of that Subaru on the electric, and it did it. So I was pretty made up with that. I don't know where the future of electric's going. Sadly, we had been invited to something quite important at the start of April, involving electric cars and hybrids and tow cars. I can't say a great deal more than that, but unfortunately it's been cancelled for the foreseeable, so we might get that. Hopefully, if it comes off later this year, fingers crossed, we might do some more. But
I was going to say tonight, I'm not even going to mention the word of what's going on, and I really want to focus away from it. It has had quite a devastating effect on everybody, and also the work that we wanted to bring to you guys. So, unfortunately, some of the promises or some of the things that we've said about what's coming up and what's going on, we've had to, understandably, and I hope you understand, make alternative arrangements, and obviously look after ourselves and other people. By us staying in, we're looking after other people, as they keep saying on all the feeds. So, I just wanted to say that. So I'm sorry, we're going to try and keep bits and pieces that we've got. For how long that'll keep going, I'm not sure, but we'll try and bring you what we can. And if these work well, if you enjoy the lives, then we can do this or make this a little bit more frequent in the interim measure.
I think a weekly one might be a good idea, because it's uncertain for all of us, and I think it's a nice place to come together, because we shouldn't be going out now. I mean, everyone's got their own opinion of how they should be dealing with the situation. Jules and I spent a long time policing, and we've dealt with a lot of serious incidents and crises, and because of that, we're doing as we're told. If they're saying stay in, my God, you know, this isn't a joke. We're not playing now. It's quite serious. So let's stay in, but stick together. And apart from Jules and I, we're not 2 meters, but we're all now 2 meters apart. We can catch up, and you can all have a chat in the comments here, which is great.
Gail's asking for a daily one. Karina can talk daily. That's not a problem.
Well, what I'm going to do is, for people that are on Twitter, yesterday we did a Twitter live, and I started it by showing people my retro kitchen, because when we moved into this house was built 20 years ago, but it was actually never used as a house. It was built, and then it became an office for an accountancy firm. They used all the rooms to run a business from. So it's a lovely detached bungalow, but no one's ever lived in it. So we've moved in. And sadly, our kitchen's a little bit sparse, as people on Twitter found. We've got no oven, we've got no hob, we've got no washing machine, we've no plumbing for a washing machine. We literally have a microwave, which I'm really good at using, as you all know, and we have a on-top counter fridge, because we've no room, well, we didn't have a fridge or freezer. But we thought it wouldn't be an issue, because 2020 we've got loads of content planned and touring and commissioned work, so we were not going to have a problem. But we have now got a problem, because we're at home. So we're making do in our very retro, old-fashioned kitchen. All the cupboards, literally the shelves, they won't really take any weight, so everything's on top of the shelves. And I showed everyone what was in my cupboards, which is practically nothing. But we're in a village and we're shopping local. I mean, we've been out to the butchers, haven't we? We've got milk there. There's a co-op. There's a bakery, and I know Dan Carr's on from Cars and Caravans, and he's had a massive demand for bread. So, you know, it is a case of shop local, and I can see people already tin to tum. Well, joking aside, I said to Jules, maybe we should break the cob out, and we could do a live tin to tum from our garden.
I haven't got a gas ring, so that'd probably work really well because then I
Yeah.
could eat what I cook. So, yeah, possibly.
Because we are really like.
I'm just going to jump into the comments whilst you get that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking down, guys and girls, but I'm trying to look and see what everybody's going on.
Stephen B, does she ever stop? No, not really, Stephen. I can just keep going for ages.
Like a Duracell bunny.
Yeah.
Fergus Kelly, hello from Ireland. Thank you so much. I know that it's all going pretty bad over there as well. Retro kitchen is similar, if not better than the one in our house that we're just now purchasing. Yeah, it's a project. You've got to do it, haven't you? There was some. What did I want to say? Saying hello to Alan Scammell and it's jumped. I hate it when it's done that. Freddie's fast asleep.
Oh, little Freddie. He got his red belts. That was good.
Watch the kitchen's payload. Oh, brilliant. No, that's Jules the mole and Karina the bunny.
Been called worse.
Yeah.
Cooking lessons.
Yeah. The Upsons. You're Sue and Paul. Paul's on.
Yeah, so our kitchen, as I say, is a little bit basic. But we'll make do, because that's what you do, don't you?
Karate, no.
Karate will be cancelled for little Freddie. Oh boy. So yeah, Dan's been baking. I mean, it's going to be pretty mad, isn't it? It's certainly going to be pretty wild. But yeah, I mean, we were meant to be away in Dorset now. We were meant to be taking that Bailey Faro, and I mean, the Bailey of Bristol trip to the Sahara got turned around pretty quick. I mean, thankfully they got back. And our Bailey trip's off, and I think probably, I don't know, I think April's going to be a bit of a, I think we need to forget about April, bunker down, and then we'll see what May brings.
Yeah.
I mean,
every day
I'm
as it
thinking,
comes.
well, let's look forward to the summer, because that's really, but I think what we'll have to do once all this is over is definitely have a meet-up. And I know we've got a little holiday planned in August that's a bit more of an actual holiday for us, but I think once all this is done, I will find a location and we will all just go and meet up and do barbecuing and do whatever.
Unisolate.
And unisolate, yeah.
Once it's all sorted.
We will certainly come together places.
This is something I was thinking about earlier on today. Everybody's talking about this self-isolation. Can't we just call it like a day off? Because then it's like, it puts it into a whole different perspective of thinking that you've got to stay at home and everything. Just think of it as a really lazy day at home. And then it gets a bit better then.
But then it's like every day.
Yeah, but you go to sleep and you wake up.
So,
it's like Groundhog Day. You just have another day.
So, I mean, how many people are actually now at the moment sort of working from home? I don't know what the numbers are with people working from home, people that are still having to go in. I mean, there must be quite a lot of people that are going through an uncertain time now. I mean, it's been reassuring that we know wages are still going to get paid, which is very reassuring for people, because I mean that's the worrying thing, and that's sort of where we're at, is where's the money going to come from. I mean that's a worry for a lot of people, and that's the position. You know, I mean, we've got some savings, but apart from that, that's going to be it. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that are in a similar position.
Just quickly jumping on this, Rog, you're saying about Carefree Caravanning. Yes, they have got a meet-up, but I think it's already almost at capacity from what I've been sort of reading and looking at. And also it's adults only, I believe. So we would be able to, you know,
and I think
bring all the kids along.
Well, if all goes to plan, we're going to the Harrogate Caravan show, which was the Lawns.
The Lawns, yeah.
It's the first year at Harrogate, so we're going to be there for that, sort of working in effect. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people going to that one, Roger. I'm sure people looking forward to it. So it is a good idea, but we will have something else that families and all of us can go to. And once we've got an idea of when we're back on the road, we'll definitely get something planned. But I mean, we had our caravan service as well this week, because we headed off. We didn't go far. We actually went to Longley, and Gail very kindly let us get our caravan service there, because what we were going, our plans for servicing, obviously things got a little bit sort of up in the air as well, but we got a mobile approved workshop service engineer to come, and he serviced our Adria. Thankfully, no problems, no damp as we would expect. If we had have had that, I'd have been a little bit disappointed. So 2 years old, and he even said, despite how many miles we've towed that van, it was no issues with the brakes, nothing.
Yeah, she burnt them out. They'd welded down to the drum.
He said I must tow really well. I thought.
And then Karina
not
said that
seen me.
she tows the caravan like a
Yeah.
rotten egg.
No, I didn't say a rotten egg.
You
I
did
said
say
it was
a
a
rotten egg.
raw egg.
And then she said a raw egg.
I didn't say it was a rotten egg. I said
Why?
a
Because
raw-
a rotten egg, when you crack it, smells? I don't
No,
know.
I said I tow it like a raw egg. And that's the best advice. Pretend your caravan's a raw egg. And if you go a bit wild, it's just going to splatter everywhere. So, yeah, so we're really pleased with that. And I know a lot of people are probably getting their caravans serviced right now because you would have been making plans to get away. Harrogate Council, yeah, Mark, that's the Harrogate show now.
Yeah, it's the one that should have been.
It's one of the Warners, because Warners have shows throughout the year. One of them, the first one would have been
Harrogate.
this weekend.
And then the next one after that, I think, is Peterborough.
Yeah, they're all the Warners at the moment. I mean, those two are definitely off. But the Harrogate, there's now the Harrogate Caravan and Holiday Expo,
which is the
which is
lawns.
September, and it's at Jules's birthday weekend. So we're stopping up there, and I have mentioned it on Twitter. If people want to go, that's where we'll be. Fingers crossed. No, it's not a big number for him. He's still, believe it or not, under 40.
They're all bigger than one.
I think you're 39 this year. Yeah, 39 this year is Jules. 12th September. So we'll be having a birthday barbecue, we hope. So what else has been going on then? They're talking about the Lawns Hull show moving to Harrogate in August. Yeah, at the moment it's in September. It's booked in, and the public days are the 11th, 12th and 13th of September, I think, Bob. And then there's trade days, which we'll hopefully also be going to, Jules and I. So, yeah.
Castle.
So who's at Shortbread? So who is at home then? So we've got...
It was a heavy paper round, Rob.
How old are you, Rob? Because you look just like Jules.
Apart from all this, put loads of timber on.
Yeah, we'll sort that out. We're going to spend the weekend in the garden, hopefully. We need to get
I'm a
on with the
Virgo
garden.
too, but not 39.
Oh. Might service our van over Easter. Yeah, I mean, the messages, I mean, a lot of the caravan dealerships still staying open for things like service. The mobile chaps are still working, and you don't have to come into contact with them because they can arrange to get literally exchanging keys and stuff like that, and they are sort of obviously cleaning the vans down as well. So if you still need it doing, you know, it's not at the moment. It is possible.
I'm not banned from pruning.
Yeah, he's banned from pruning. He's going. Well, we've got. I don't know if you heard about how we found a pond as well in the garden. Jules went out when we moved in. Jules went out to have a look at a tree.
Under instruction.
Jules then cut the tree down, and it was a mess.
No, not the tree. It was bamboo. That's how I found
the bamboo came afterwards. Yeah. Jules then, after cutting down the tree, went out to trim some bamboo that we've got. It's really nice, but there's just too much of it. So we went out, and next thing he comes back in and tells me he's found a pond. I was like, he's probably gone through a water main in the garden. I was like, oh my God. Anyway, yeah, it's like a little water feature you've discovered under all the bamboo. So hopefully this weekend we will be in the garden, and Fudge will be sat out as well. Because Fudge is all right. He's pretty oblivious, isn't he? Really, he's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's all
the only
right.
one that's got food in the house.
Fudge has got loads of food. We might have to either eat his food or eat Fudge. I don't know.
Oh, I'll eat his food first.
We'll eat his food. I'm sure we've eaten worse in our times out of the kebab shops of Bradford. So let's have a catch up on the comments. Eileen's working on a website now. This is.
I quite like the kebab shops in Bradford. Actually, they were beautiful. Yeah, some of them up there. Oh yeah, best kebabs I've ever had.
I mean, people like Eileen as well, who has McKay's Pets. She relies on a lot of the shows for her work, and that's obviously gone by the wayside. So it's a case of, you know, shop online as well if you can and buy from people online. Let's sort of keep each other's businesses going. I think I might be getting a food parcel from Dan Carr at this rate. We've got our village bakery, which is really good, but we'll see how these things develop.
Not today. I went for a butty and they'd sold out.
Yeah, they didn't. They'd literally sold out.
Well, they weren't making them; they had packets.
Becky says, "Be careful with bamboo; it spreads like wildfire. Tweet me a photo if you want me to try and make an idea." Oh, don't worry, we're digging it all out now. It's pretty, it's pretty devastating. It looks like a panda's been through it.
I went to my auntie and uncle who live
In
sort
Sidmouth,
of down south,
don't they?
from here, and they're massively green fingered. And I showed them a picture because they said, "Oh, you need to be really careful because some of it is just rapid." And I showed them the picture, and they said, "Oh no, that's fine. It's quite a nice one actually." So, but thank you for the offer.
This is after you'd already dug it out. Oh, that's a nice one. That I was like, oh,
Yeah.
not now. It's in the
Yeah, there's
garden
still a little
recycle.
bit left under the shed.
There's some sprigs. Don't use Amazon. No deliveries. No, I'd heard that actually. We had some dig it out with an axe.
What is that, Amazon?
Yeah, Eileen says all her work's cancelled, but I mean it's times like this. I think we do have to remember that whatever it's very serious and it's going to become very serious, but we will come out the other side. I don't know how we will all come out of it, but we will come out of it, and we do have to just bunker down for the next few months, because the sooner we bunker down and stop the spread, the sooner things will improve, and that's the important thing now. And I know a lot of people are anxious and they're not sure what's going on. It's really uncertain times. I mean, none of us have really ever experienced anything like this. I mean, Anne and Gary Brooks, they've experienced both world wars, so they could maybe give some really sound advice to us all on what to do. But be careful, it's not Japanese knotweed. Yeah, it's definitely not that. It's definitely bamboo. But it's
Cheeky.
Yeah, cheeky. But I mean, this is a thing, and it's about balancing having a laugh, but also taking things seriously. And I think what I'll do next week, I probably will carry on with a bit of a Twitter live at lunchtime, and just do a little bit of an update. Because last time it was nice just to have a little chat at lunchtime. So I think on Twitter, if you're not on Twitter, it might be worth going on and following us, and we can do a live on a lunch. And have a guest speaker, because on yesterday we had Andrew Ditton, who's currently on his boat back home, and I know he's looking forward to getting home, isn't he? He's really.
I just want to quickly ask, just let us know, live time here now. Would you prefer it on Twitter or would you prefer it on YouTube? Because some people were struggling to get onto comment, but we found that it was more handy for them to have it on Twitter than it was on YouTube. I don't know. Just let us know what your sort of thoughts are, because it's probably just as easy to set it up on YouTube and have it on my phone.
Yeah.
Or Twitter. But let us know what you think.
Yeah. YouTube, not Twitter.
Because there's a lot of people that aren't on Twitter.
Got a bit of a mix.
Yeah, Twitter worked well.
But we're going to. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I don't know. At the moment, I'm going to say Twitter, and I think we'll start on Monday. And then we could
both.
Both. Well, we could do both.
Yeah, I could set my phone up on one
but we're going to have guest callers, because I say Andrew rang in, or we rang him on his instruction. But we're going to have guest callers. I've got one lined up already for Monday.
Sorry, that was it. Becky said she couldn't see the comments, and I remember seeing something afterwards saying that you couldn't. And also, I know Rog struggled to sort comments out. He couldn't comment when he wanted to as well. So I knew there was a bit of an issue. So right,
okay.
Sound.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, guys. Thanks.
Yeah. So we'll do that, and we'll get a guest caller. So I mean, if anybody else would like to be one of our special guest callers, I think. I mean, Stephen and Carla. Stephen's always quite entertaining. We could have one of his anecdotes, couldn't we, on one of the days? But yeah, we'll get some guest callers. Not me. See, look, I like the guest caller. It's something a bit different, because we find out then how other people are managing. Because let's be fair, we're all doing things differently, and we'll just see what happens, really. I mean, we're really hoping just to get out soon, aren't we? We really are, because it's only so long you can sit at home and weed your garden.
Well, that's it. And as soon as the weather turns, then that'll be better anyway. 'Cause
Yeah, we'll all
people
feel
can
better
start,
with a bit of sun.
yeah,
Yeah.
taking the dogs for a walk.
It's disappointing
a bit
'cause-
further
yeah.
in nice weather, even though
I mean,
you
we're
will be doing now. But
we're still. I mean, I think he'll still be a washout. I don't think we'll be going anywhere. I think next few months, summer. Let's fingers crossed, and we're hoping still to get to Dusseldorf, aren't we? Because there'll be the Dusseldorf show, and we're hoping that still goes ahead. So, I don't know how far we'll all be getting. We've got something booked in August. We're meant to be going to Suffolk, so I don't know. That's our only booking that we've got left, I think, isn't it? So I don't know if anyone else has got anything booked in and that they're hoping will be happening. I don't know. There's a guy doing PE lessons.
every Monday, can the caravan community do something relevant for us?
Well, Jules could do his cooking lessons. You could get your cob out, and we could start cooking. Because the problem is we can't do anything on the Cadac. We don't have a gas bottle here, do we? It's obviously.
I don't have a gas regulator, to be fair. I'll stick it straight into the gas on
into
the
the
side
caravan.
of the caravan.
But we could do some cooking. Or I mean, what have you got some ideas, Paul? I mean, if you want to suggest something, I don't know. What could we do?
What are you eating? Karina's putting Lipsil on.
What? I don't what.
Jill, you're eating.
What are
Tinta
you-
Tom.
We're not eating a lot right now because we haven't got anything left in. We need to go and get a few bits from the village later on tomorrow. We're going out on little missions as and when. I mean, you went out obviously by yourself to limit numbers earlier. So we're just going out. I mean, the co-op's been really good, to be fair. I mean, I think we're lucky that we're in a village that has got the butchers and stuff. Because I mean, the supermarkets are mad. Last week we had to go out to the Asda.
Can I just ask?
Fruit.
There's a lot of comments dropping in here. Is this it's obviously not a northern thing? Getting your cob out is that? I take it that's a little bit risque, is it? In some areas, that's.
Oh, I don't know. I've not heard of that
I've
one.
never heard that. So
Get
apologies.
your cob out.
Apologies if that's been taken in another way. The Cobb Premier cooking equipment that I've got that does smoking and frying and barbecuing is what I'm referring to. So
Yeah, get your cob out.
yeah. So
And
never
also,
ever heard that
your
phrase. So
your
that's
Tinta Tom aprons in the caravan as well.
I'm gonna Google it.
Get your cob out. I don't think it's an actual. No. So I don't know. The co-op have bread deliveries 3 times a day. Yeah, we're doing really well here. The wagons coming all the time. So at the moment, I mean, food isn't going to run out. It's not. They're going to make sure the food is there. I mean, some of the panic buying that we've seen on telly has been phenomenal. It's quite frightening and it's really selfish as well because, when I think about some of the, those vulnerable people and those elderly folk like Anne and Gary that are rocking up at their local supermarkets and there is nothing to buy. I mean, it's really sad and it that does upset me.
No, it's just telling me all about horse owners and obviously the
Alright.
cob being a breed of horse.
Yeah, a heavy cob.
Heavy cob.
No, I've never heard of it. I think
Come on,
people are
the
just
cob.
people are just mucky minded.
Yeah.
So yeah, but and obviously schools are closed as well. So a lot of you got the delights of having your children at home with you. Thankfully, I've just got Jules to look after. That's the nearest I'm getting, and Fudge, of course. I mean, thankfully, dogs seem to be immune to this disease. Thankfully, so I don't have to worry about Fudge. But I mean, one thing to mention is there's a lot of uncertainty about the people that are still stuck abroad in their caravans and motorhomes, which I don't know if anyone here knows anyone that's in that situation. And there's a lot of people that are literally, heading back to I think the Eurotunnel is about the only way left to get back, and they're all heading for that. And the sites are closing all over Europe. So there's a lot of people in a lot worse situations than we are, because right now that must be quite a frightening situation to be in.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at Jill's comment here about saying there's going to be a baby boom because everybody's stuck in the house. I heard this
There's
on the
gonna be-
radio the other day, and we said, don't think there's going to be a baby boom. I think
It's
there's
divorces.
It's going
Well,
to be a lot of people falling out.
Well, that's it. I mean, we're lucky because we do spend literally. We used to work together, and then we spend all our time together. Now we have done since we left the police, haven't we? So, I mean, how many of you lot spend literally 24 hours a day with your other halves? It's like this could be interesting because we grate on each other at times, don't we?
I need a garage.
You don't need.
Lloyd,
Yeah.
back me up. I need a man cave.
Need a man cave. He does. Do you know what? Seriously, like all this, we were meant to be having a new kitchen, and we were meant to. Well, we are hoping to look at putting a garage on. So right now, all that's gone on hold. But I mean, again, are any of you retired NHS staff? Because I see they're calling them up. And Jules and I were thinking. Well, we said this last week, saying, well, will it be that they end up calling, people like us in? And that.
Cheers, Lloyd.
And that'll be interesting. So, has anyone been called in by the NHS? Has anyone got that sort of call up? Because I don't know. I mean, I don't think.
Tony's a porter. He's a
Oh
porter
God,
at the local
you'll
hospital.
be busy. I don't. Yeah, Tony's still working. Bless him. I don't know. I mean, will they call police in that have left? I don't know. They'll have the backup of the army. The army will come in. There's the British Transport Police (BTP).
Can we go to a?
Yeah, but I'm just
bit
saying
of
about how that,
Yeah, but I said,
we might not be
let's-
doing lives.
let's have
We
this
might. You might be busy back.
You're already
policing-
looking for jobs for me anyway.
Yeah, I'm
so
looking for jobs for Jules.
that's fine.
Well, seeing as we need to start thinking that, we're going to be here a while. We need to do something.
Can we get back onto the schedule?
Yeah. So, well, let's think about the schedule.
Let's digress back to away from where we are.
Well, I don't know. I think I've sort of covered a lot of it. The main thing is I'm just looking forward to I'm focusing on getting back out in the caravan at some point. That's what's keeping us going. But there'll be. Has anyone got any questions they want to ask of us or comment on? Because
Stephen, this isn't a domestic. This is nowhere near.
do you know what
We've never had one. So
we've never had one, have we? Because we don't. I mean, I'm one of these people. If I start getting annoyed, I just go and sit in a room and go really quiet. You will know if I am upset because I go very quiet. Because otherwise, get out of the way. Yeah, I don't get angry very. I don't even know when I last got angry.
You can tell though. She's got the demeanour that just says,
Get out of the way.
"Yeah, don't." Even.
When did I? I don't know when I last got angry. Really.
And Karina's only ever seen me angry once. That was quite funny.
Yeah, so I'm not an I don't often get angry because I don't know. There's not much point. It doesn't seem to solve anything. But yeah, if I ever go really quiet, that's not a good sign. That means I'm just keeping my mouth closed.
If you have a TV, how do you store it whilst you're travelling? Karina has an ingenious way.
Well, for me, we've got. I think ours is it 22 or 24 inches?
22.
Is it? It's about 22 inches. And normally, it's on that stand in the Adria on the side that we've got. And I just take it out and I wrap it in the duvet on the bed, and that's where it goes with the aerial and the plug and our Bose sound speaker. It all just gets wrapped up in the duvet and stays on the bed. And then we've got memory foam pillows which weigh a ton. Well, not literally, they weigh about a kilo, but heavier than a normal pillow. And I just put those on top and it all stays put. And then I tow like I'm towing a rotten egg, as Jules would say. I tow like I'm towing a, yeah. And that's what we do. Other than that, you're best just putting it in your car.
What I can highly recommend, if you haven't already, and I know a load of people will have them.
I've got my pyjama bottoms on.
This was from Anne and Gary. To be fair, I got the idea. I stole the idea. Is the little clip that goes in the back of the TV, and I can't remember who makes it. It's like it's specifically for the caravan, really, and it's like TV Plus or something. And all it is a little slide-on bracket that you can literally press the clip on the back, so the TV slides off the stand.
Yeah.
So it permanently fixes to the stand, and then you've got a permanent fix to the back of the TV. So they're really easy to put them together and take them off.
Yeah, that's a really good. I can't remember what it's called.
No, I can't.
Or where we got? Did we get it on the internet?
No, I got it from like a proper caravan shop. Cause
Yeah,
they're the only ones
it is. It's excellent. I think we probably did get it from a caravan shop, and it is literally like a bracket that you put on. And it's permanent. So instead of having to screw your telly onto the bracket all the time, like we were having to do, you literally slide it on. That's a really good idea, actually.
Yeah, it saved me ages because I was literally I had a little
Hand-
Bosch
yeah.
hand drill, and I was having to zip in the 4 screws with sort of the spring washers every time, and they were starting to round off because every time we moved, obviously I was using that. So
I mean, Extreme Motorhoming Ventures have a valid point here. What are we all doing for Mother's Day? I mean, it's quite sad actually. And funny, I was thinking about this earlier because obviously we've both lost our mums, so Mother's Day doesn't really mean anything anymore. We won't be doing anything. But it made me think back to years ago when there was my mum and my grandma, and we always used to go out for Mother's Day. It was a really special day, and for a lot of people it is. And Sunday, I mean, the bars, pubs, restaurants are all closed now, so you won't be going out. And it's also difficult because a lot of people are frightened to go and see their mums if they're elderly in case they pass on the virus, and it's going to be very difficult. I mean, if you can FaceTime them, then great. I know there's other people whose parents are sort of in care homes and they're being advised they can't go and see them for a long time. I mean, my dad, joking aside, that we all know my dad lives in his kitchen, and he has been self-isolating for about 5 years. He knew this was coming, so he said he's going to set up a business helping others about how to self-isolate. So he's in really good spirits. He's probably dealing with this better than most people because to him he's just carrying on as normal. But it is really hard because we're all going to sort of have to rethink about seeing relatives. And I'm not going up to see my dad because I don't want to take anything up to him if we were unknowingly poorly. So it's important that we just stick it out for this 1 year, and hopefully parents will understand. But it is a difficult one because I think at times like this, even no matter what age you are, you still need your mum and dad, and you sort of go to your mum and dad for support. And right now it's almost like you can't do that. It's a bit strange. It's like if you've got children, they're looking up to you, and it's uncertain times for them too. It's a difficult one. I think you've got rid of the comments. Is Gareth off? Is he going?
Sorry, just bear with me. I'm just trying to get back.
Jules has just gone on a little jaunt on his thing here. He's just having a little jaunt round. So I'll have to read it off here. Stephen says he can't see his mum or his dad. Oh, because his mum or dad almost died at Christmas but beat the odds, survived, and now this. I video called him last night. It was very emotional. It is. It's very hard. Because say families are really important, and I think what we take from what's going on at the moment is how lucky we all are. And not saying we take it for granted, but I think we do in a way of how much freedom we've got, and we can just shoot and see somebody and do this and do that and go off on holidays. And I don't think I'll be, I certainly will be, realising how precious it is that we've got that freedom now. It's really been a big eye-opener in that respect.
The reason why I've jumped off was because I just wanted to double check something, because Mark was saying you can't send super stickers. Is super chat working? It is on. So just to answer your question, it should be there, but if it's not working, then obviously that super chat feature is working. Let's have a look. Catching back up. We'll slide ours off. Venomator said we slide ours off the bracket into the padded bag and it goes under one of the beds in transit. Stephen didn't realise the brackets, and that's why these are so good. And what I'll do is I'll find it and I'll put it out in a link, and I'll show you. You can have a look. Obviously Amazon's not working at the moment, but
our TV goes in the dog's bed. He doesn't mind.
Andy Wild, yeah.
Is this going to be a regular thing? Yeah. Do you mean is this going to be a regular thing like the coronavirus or this live?
Or us just waffling?
Yeah. No, we can do it regularly. I think it's nice to have a meet-up. And as I say, we'll do the Twitters during the week with a guest caller. Although we might do it on here because there seems to be some demand for it on here. And then we'll have a get-together once a week because we don't know how things are going to evolve, and I don't think we'll be away. So we'll have a chat. But Jules and I, we've still got a bit of content to come. Which we'll put out because we're going to need things to watch, obviously. So YouTube could be a good thing to watch, and we'll go from there. I might show you some more of my kitchen. I might show you my bathroom next. I mean, that's about as retro as my kitchen. It's pretty... The bathroom carpet's quite an exciting thing in itself. It's just a shame. Right now, I mean, our caravan, we have it in storage, which I prefer, but right now I'd be quite pleased to have it on the drive because I don't know how many of you are thinking of having a staycation on your drive now. At least it's like you are away, because I think if we had ours, we'd be out there, wouldn't we, sat in it and pretending we were away, because I'm a bit sad like that. But I would definitely be doing that.
I think Gail's got bored as well.
Ah, but it's past. Gail's up
Right,
late.
everyone going now. Bless her.
Bye, Gail.
My kids will appreciate their schools when this is over.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Kids, when you're at school, you don't want to be there. And then later in life, you wish you were still at school because it's a lot easier at school, isn't it? You just turn up and do as you're told. Diane, I was really looking forward to going away. Yeah, definitely. We've got lots planned. We were really excited about this year. And unfortunately, it's all just sort of fallen apart. And May, we were going to go to France and Belgium. We were going to a Thetford and Toulay launch. That's been cancelled, although they're going to do it via the internet now. So hopefully we'll still see what their products are. We've got loads of stuff and just meeting up with people and seeing folk, and now it's all like up in the air, which that's the worst bit is just that, you know, all these little trips that we were hoping to do, it's all just not happening. But I mean, a lot of the sites have been very good with allowing you to move bookings, because we had a booking for this week. One of the sites we were going to was East Fleet at East Fleet Farm in Dorset near Weymouth. We were going there for 3 nights, obviously fully paid for. And their cancellation policy is if it's within 7 days. It's sort of, you know, tough really. So I got in touch with them, and really great that they have just let us postpone it. And that's the good thing. I think a lot of sites, they'll still want the business, they still need the business. The government are putting aside a lot of money for loans and grants for businesses like that. So the main thing is those businesses are going to get some help, and that's the important thing. They are still going to be there. I know like the bigger clubs have obviously been holding off making any announcements. I don't know whether new announcements may come on Monday. We'll wait and see, because now they've had the backup about employees as well.
Yeah, it's all changing so quickly. Obviously, everybody's trying to see exactly.
They don't have to worry now about what they're going to do about those wage bills and sort of keeping things going. So I think we'll all get out there, and we'll all have loads of bookings to get used up. So yeah, hopefully we'll get to that East Fleet site. I don't know if anyone's been to East Fleet before, but it looked really nice. I was quite excited about that. And then we were going to go to Corfe Castle, the camping and caravanning club site. But again, maybe later in the year we'll get there if things go to plan. So let's have a look. Becky says she's lost quite a bit of paid work. Diane, maybe by July things will relax. Yeah, I hope so. Oh, Jill's been to East Fleet, says it's gorgeous. Well, hopefully we will get there and go and see it. It looked a really good spot, because I like the coast at Dorset. I was really looking forward to it, and we're going to meet up with Stephen and Carla as well. I was going to get the chain ferry. I don't know if anyone's ever been down there. We're going to do 2 vlogs of Dorset, because the Jurassic Coast is fantastic. I don't know if you've been or not. But if you go down to Swanage, there's a chain ferry, and you can drive on it with your car, and it takes you across to Sandbanks, which is one of the most expensive places in the country to buy a property. And you can drive then along the road, and it takes you into the start of Bournemouth. So we were going to actually park in one of the car parks, just sort of near to where we come off the ferry. Jules didn't know this, but he would have known when we got there. And we were going to then walk about 3 miles to Bournemouth Pier with Fudge, meet up with Stephen and Carla, was the plan, at some point. And then obviously we were going to trot back. But sadly, it won't be happening. So hopefully we'll see Stephen and Carla in a bit.
Yes. This has had a bit of a wobble. Are we still with you? Because ours is buffering. I haven't pressed pause this time.
Maybe just keep visiting the storage yard. Yeah, that's about as near to caravanning as we're going to get right now, I think.
So let's go back to the comments quickly then. Nope, still there. Thank you. No buffering. I found that link. I've put that in the description. Just only for you to have a look at. Obviously, it's not for now, but it just shows you exactly the.
Oh, is it for TV bracket?
Yeah, just how it works and what it is. It's just gives you an idea.
Anne says she's missing Stephen and Carla too. Yeah, it's a shame, because you know we've got, you know, we're all in the same boat, aren't we? We were looking forward to stuff, and it's just it'll happen, but it won't happen tomorrow. So that's that's all we can look forward to really, is getting back out. But yeah, we're going to Suffolk, all being well. Let's hope that comes off. September, we're still going up to Harrogate to this show. Then October, let's fingers crossed that we've got the NEC, because my God, I think we'll all be really ready for that. I'm already looking forward to the NEC. So if that doesn't come off, then I'll be really disappointed. And the good thing is about the oh
thank you, Mark.
oh Mark, that is really kind. Thank you.
Life Beyond Bricks, hello and welcome.
Hi guys. Oh, that is so nice. Oh, thank you, Mark. I mean, Life Beyond Bricks, obviously. Thanks for joining us. I mean, you got problems. Obviously, you're full time, and it's finding somewhere to go as well if sites close. And this is one of the things. I mean, joking aside, I mean, I'd said to Gail and Mark, if anything happened and they couldn't stay at Longleat, they were welcome to stop on our drive, as long as they kept 2 meters away from us. So, I mean, again, if it's a case, if anyone gets really stuck, we'll happily help people out. It's one of those. We've got to look out for each other now, and there'll be a lot of full timers that are really worried right now. I mean, I know we toured all last year, but we always had our house. It was just sat there empty, but it was there. And this year, we've sold the house and we're here.
And that's why this community is so important, and that's why we need to keep talking, and it was said the other day on Twitter, that a lot of us content creators and people who are out here are contactable. If you are struggling with anything,
toes got to go.
please do just message us. People have got times on the hand, so send us a message. We'll respond, come back to you, and that's what it's all about. It's about sharing experiences and living through other people, living vicariously through people, and showing that there's nothing to fear. And because it is such a good community, that's what's going to get us through.
Yeah, and that's it. And looking average, and I say, if anyone feels anxious or worried or wants to chat, please do drop us a message, because I'm not a coronavirus expert or anything, but we're pretty good when, like I said on Twitter, in a crisis we do know what to do. We might act like a pair of clowns, but we're not that daft. And we've dealt with a lot of pretty bad situations. So if anyone wants just to have a chat ever, or they're like Tony who's working, sometimes you do need to unburden and talk to people. It is important, is talking to people. And on here, like the chat where folk are talking and stuff, it is important. And some people, don't get me wrong, it's not going to solve every world crisis, isn't talking to people, but it's
a
not.
step.
It's
in the right
reassuring
direction.
if you know that other people are feeling the same as you. And if you're at home, get a routine going. I mean, this is really important. That's what I said on Twitter. It's about routine, because we're so used to having routine that when that breaks down, that's when we don't understand what's going on. So get a routine of getting up in the morning and getting dressed and having your first cup of tea, and get some, stick to it, like you are still either at work or that the kids are still at school. And that's the best thing, is to structure your day, because when otherwise these days will drag on. But I mean, we're pretty structured, aren't we? We get up, much to your disgust, I get up about 6:30, make a cup of tea, sort fudge out,
Stomp around.
Stomp
She makes
around.
A load of noise for someone
I
so
like
small.
a little elephant.
No, she just wants to wake me up. That's all it is.
Well, and then I go in the dining room, because, like, again, I said on the Twitter Live about having different spaces as well. So we have the dining room as our
And then all I hear
workspace.
from the dining room to the kitchen is, "Oh, the little guy."
Right, here's a question. Right, first of all, who's got a dog? So hands up if you've got a dog.
Virtual hands up.
Virtual hands up. Right, okay, so those of you got the hands up. Or if not, hands up if you've ever had a dog. Well, we've still got one. Right, when they do the stretches and they go, they put the paws out and who goes, big stretch? Yeah. I found myself doing it this morning, and I thought, how weird's this? Why am I saying this to my dog? But yeah, so who does go big stretch when your dog does a stretch? Come on, admit it. Yeah, Venomator, yes, there we go.
Getting loads.
I mean, Life Beyond Bricks, they might do it with their cats. I don't know. Cats are a bit different. Do you do big stretch with cats? Do you, John and Tash, do you do big stretch with cats? I don't know. You probably
Stephen,
do.
I haven't gone as far and as classy as egg boxes yet. I've just gone earplugs. But yes, I could do with doing some sound dampening in the room so that when we can video in there and it doesn't echo all round. That I've tried to do something in here to make
Yeah.
it not echo, but in there it's even worse. So it's but yeah, I haven't got up to egg boxes yet. So we've got loads of show of hands. Do that. Cats
so look,
do the same
Cheryl does. Cats are the same with
claws.
claws. So Tony,
Even more so when they stretch their little toes out. The cats like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you made a purring noise then, Jules. That was really good. Should I do that again?
No, you're all right. Thanks.
I've never heard it. That was really good.
That was my noise.
Yeah. So there we go. That's a first on YouTube. Jules purring like a cat. So
I've done dinosaur noises for Freddie before.
oh yeah, the dinosaur roar. So it just goes to show, yeah, how weird. So next time your dog does a stretch, see if you say to him, "Big stretch," and so yeah.
I'm not Secret Catman.
He's a secret posh cat. So yeah. Remember. Oh, I think Eileen's put a link to her. That's okay. We can. Oh.
It's gone.
Oh. Eileen's. We haven't deleted it, Eileen. We'll try and get it back. Remember to check out my website. See. Oh, it won't let us do it, Eileen.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, in the comments below, when this goes on, if you want to put your link in there, Eileen, that's absolutely fine. In the comments. Quite happy with that. Because Fudge loves his black pudding treats from Eileen. Seriously, like, Eileen does all the shows, and we always see her at the NEC. Well, we've seen her at some of the smaller ones, but her dog treats, her black pudding ones, Fudge goes mad. We did a little video of him doing that. He like foams at the mouth and goes a bit wild, but yeah, he seems to like them. So big yawn, normally with a stretch.
Cool. Well, people are starting to drop off. Down to 59. I'm showing 59.
Stephen, all good here. Thanks, Stephen. We're meant to be touring the southwest this month, hoping to catch you for coffee. I'll look forward to this. To after this. Yeah, I mean it's one of those, isn't it? It's all, as I say, all up in the air. But if anyone needs any help or support, we're more than happy. And if as I say, I'm not opening a touring park on my drive, but if anyone gets stuck, we'd always help out because it's a worrying time for people. But hopefully we'll be all back out soon, and we can't wait. And Anne, I hope you've restocked your shortbread because Anne Brooks broke open her emergency shortbread.
I don't think it was emergency. I think she's got loads.
I think she's got loads. You've got to watch out for these old people. They're a bit cunning like that.
Like a fox.
Yeah, like a
Cunning
fox.
like a fox.
So yeah, has anyone else got anything they want to sort of say or mention? Because now's the time. But otherwise, I think we'll probably be back next week, and we'll have a catch up because God knows what could have happened by then. It could be all exciting stuff by then. How about Great Campers Bake Off? Yeah, I mean that could be a good thing. We'll have to organise an event where people do things using ingredients they've got. In fact, you can bake a cake in a microwave, I believe, because we haven't got an oven, as I've said, because we haven't really got a kitchen. But if we could do it in a microwave, or you can do it on a cob, because I've made an amazing cob cake, haven't I, before? Yeah. What was that? Coffee and walnut?
From the shop.
Is Dan Carr still on? I don't know if
know.
Dan's still with us.
I was going to say, just a thought, throwing it out there. Not really thought about this much, but if you do want to do a little 30-second bake and video yourself, if you send me the video, I'll stick it in a YouTube video and upload it, and we can show each other baking little bits or something like that. I don't know. It's
Jeanette, don't you ever use your caravan kitchen? We do actually. I don't really use the hob, just because I don't really cook anything on the hob. But we use our oven a lot, and we use our grill. But sadly, our caravan is in storage. It's not on our drive, so we can't use it here. But we do actually, and we use our Kadak a lot. We cook outside a lot when we're away in the van. Jules does a lot of the cooking because he's really good at cooking. He really is.
Really good at eating.
No, but you are good at cooking.
I like cooking.
Yeah, you're good at cooking. So
microwave mug cakes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to make these cakes. I'm going to have to look into that.
Can't do marshmallows in 30 seconds.
I love marshmallows. So Mark's off. Take care then, Mark. We'll hopefully see you next week. Venomator, thanks again. You're amazing. Oh, you say all the right things, Rod. You really do.
Aww.
You're a man of the people. I like Rog. We met him for the first time at the show. He's actually really nice.
Yeah, I'm with you, Martin. Barbecue every time.
Yeah. But what we'll do
I'd rather do savoury than sweet.
Steve and all men are good at cooking. You probably are. I don't. I'm pretty terrible. I don't know how Jules is still alive, to be fair. Or the dog. Thankfully, the dog stuff comes out of a bag. Although I must say I'm struggling to get dog food for him, aren't I? We're going to have to rethink that one. He's going to be eating fresh meat from the butchers at this rate.
Yeah, he'll enjoy that.
Right. So joking aside, we will wind it up now. Stay safe, everyone. We will do a little live during the week, whether that be on Twitter
Facebook,
or on here.
Yeah, Twitter.
Yeah, we've not done a Facebook one. And then we'll reconvene, I think, next week. Let's see if we can reconvene next Friday, because we are all going to be in unless we're at work. So we'll reconvene. Maybe if people have made some lovely cakes or baked something, we'll do a caravan bake-off at home. Details to follow. I'm going to have to buy
as part of the live next week, if you do anything at home, take a picture, send it to us, either send me an email or whatever. And then what I can do is I can get up the pictures and show people who have cooked bits and what they've done.
Yeah, let's have a good old bake-off.
Good old,
So this week,
some good comfort food.
This week's focus is cake baking, or brownies or biscuits. So let's see what we've got in. Let's bake a cake. I know my friend Anne Jubb, she was busy baking this week. It'll take our minds off it. It's good. We've got something in then. So let's do a bake-off. I'm actually going to make... Can I make a microwave cake?
Oof.
I need to research this.
We've got a
I've
week
got a week to find out. Right. I challenge you all to bake something this week. I will as well. And send us some pictures by Friday morning, and we will show.
Doesn't have to be anything amazing. Even if it's just in your pantry or whatever. We're not saying to go out and buy stuff specially
don't go
or
out and
anything
buy
like
stuff
that.
special. No.
We're just, if you've
Flour
got
and
it,
eggs
just open a pack of
water.
cookies and say that you've baked them yourself.
Yeah.
Like whatever you've got.
Yeah, we don't mind cheating. Yeah, it's not a problem. It's all about winning.
Yeah, that's
so. Yeah, let's have a great bake-off. I really hope people get on board. I'm going to do it. I am. I haven't got any bake. I haven't got anything to bake. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do it. I might just buy cake actually and just say I made it. So yeah, brilliant. Right, until next week then.
So we've already started here.
Whose is this?
Mr. Caravan Gossip has sent a picture saying, "My cake."
Oh my God. What the hell is that? That is scary.
So that's what you've got to beat.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Right. If anyone can beat that, then... and we could have a proper...
Oh, Dan's still on. Oh, that's it now.
Right. So
we've all lost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dan. Yeah, Dan's going to win.
Dan the Baker Man. Yeah.
Right. You can make Rocky Road in the microwave.
Right.
Next week,
cool.
Let's see your best produce. I mean, look at that. Jesus God, that is frightening. What is that?
Right.
Brilliant. Right, we'll see you same time, same
Thanks for
place.
joining us all, guys and girls.
Brilliant. You've given me a chuckle, if nothing else. So keep smiling. Seriously, guys, keep smiling. Things will get a lot better. We'll have a great caravan bake-off, and we'll see you next week with whatever monstrosities you've made. So thanks for joining us. Yeah. As always, thanks for watching us. No, leave it to me, Joel.
All right.
As always, thanks for watching. I'll see
you
in the next one.
Bye.
Take care, guys.